Hello, Sunshines, and welcome to 2 Days Play Disco Elysium by Za-Um. I'm DeValiente, and I'm playing with my friend Bon, whose channel you can follow in the link in the description below. After a 3-day bender, you have lost your memory, and now you must solve a murder without even knowing your own name. If you want to see more games from this channel, drop a like and a follow, and tell us in the comments what you want to see us play next. Warning: this video contains strong language and imagery that some may find disturbing. Discretion is advised. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Can we throw the child in the trash container?
Maybe, let's see.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags." With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobo Cop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
I mean,
What's this? Open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
wow, okay.
Chicken Hobo Cop style for extra
Let's
content.
go!
Wow, an Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon, half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
What's a knock?
It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however. And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. No, you
I'll
won't.
sell it.
Because none of those things are real.
Aw.
They're not actually in there. All you see is food waste and crisp wrappings.
Little chest, there must be something.
All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
An antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
Take mug.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Interesting. Look under the box of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
Oh yeah, maybe this is where the documents
You've
are.
done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
I am
Yep,
Hobo
dive
Cop.
further.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick up
Among the
bags.
threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Oh.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Interesting.
Drop them in here, officer.
Produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Bag.
Guitar
trousers.
mark, blue jeans. Pockets, empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
He looks into the
the
container.
belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
I think they used the belt to hang him,
Yeah.
so
Something slimy catches your eye.
reach for
A
it.
drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Ew.
Gross.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the
Kim's
rags
into
are just
this.
kitchen
Like,
variety
I'm glad
waste.
someone else is doing
Just
this.
garbage.
That's all I
All
think.
right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
That's so interesting that he
Probably because he knows it will kill our morale.
Yeah.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
We need to ask those kids.
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search the food
It's
waste.
just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
How can you tell a man's handwriting
Yeah,
from a
because
woman's?
I've seen handwriting from everyone. It's all, it's just all bad.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
Oh no, what is this?
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board.
If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
It's a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore. That's why I tried to flush my cop life down the toilet. I'd rather not talk about it right now.
Flush my
Honestly,
cop,
this seems
yeah.
like the most legit.
Especially if like he was in such a
Well.
blackout drunk state.
Oh man. I mean, like, that could be why we don't want to remember anything about
Right.
ourselves. Okay.
I mean, or
Lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
Alright, I'll do
It
that.
would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
The
Alright.
container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Open it later. Okay, so let's take a look at things. Items. This is the
Right.
dog burger shift card. Interact.
the yellow man mug. Oh,
Oh,
good.
boy. This broken-eared mug somehow made it to the whirling rags dumpster. It depicts a person of Samaran descent frolicking in a field of saffron flowers, buck-toothed and grinning feeble-mindedly. It seems to be a cheap knockoff of some colonial-era antique. So where did this whole thing about the buck teeth come from? I never really got that.
I don't either.
Like, I don't know why that became an exaggerated feature of racist characters. Alright, anyways.
Yeah, because I've never met an Asian person with teeth like that. Which, I mean, is probably one of the reasons that it's a weird stereotype. Shut up,
Yeah.
children!
Okay, damaged ledger.
And a banana peel.
This is a ledger. I kind of wish.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful
Oh.
cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Urinal.
Urinal. What a pronunciation. Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Harsh. It smelled delicious.
It,
Let's start with
Yeah.
the papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
jeez.
What if it's just like, I'm the worst detective ever and all of my cases are unsolved? And so these
Yeah.
are just all of my cases? Decades and
Yeah.
decades. What isn't there? What are they
Work,
about?
strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51.
Okay, so a couple
this
of
year.
months ago.
The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Damn. That's a lot. That's a very heavy
What do you
workload.
mean? Is that all?
It is. What do you mean, is that all? That's it? Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 weeks appears to be my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous
No,
of me.
you're out.
I made
It's
I
okay.
made plenty of
We all
mistakes.
make mistakes.
No,
It's very kind.
I don't think you understand.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Naming convention.
Name convention.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters, too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable
You
Case.
sound like he's writing crime novels.
Yeah.
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you? Wish there was one in there about a drug den. You love those. Gets the blood pumping. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
That's it.
The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more.
Interesting.
Judging by the creases on your forehead and the lines on your cheeks, too much more. Going back years, decades even.
In my cases appear to employ some kind of naming
You mean
convention.
the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No.
No, non-numeric with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have a case named a case the school. I really wish I would have brought up the 2
Yeah,
guys
on
in
the
on the
couch.
couch in an unexpected place.
Your secret is safe with the rotten cabbage
Oh,
of
I didn't
papers in
know
your
that.
hand. Writing covers almost all the pages.
You
I'm
mean
gonna
the
go
alphanumeric?
back,
Oh, you mean
yeah.
the teacher? It's a holdover
Why?
from the early
There we
days
go.
of
This
the
is what I
RCM.
meant to first.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that to amuse myself.
Well,
I pray his loved ones never find out.
yeah.
Oh.
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
What's his name? Philip Gage?
There
Count the
is,
pages.
for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Aw, he used the pen.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Cross out the ones you've already
A
done.
satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. And a fuck you to you too. That last one cuts a slash right through
Damn.
the paper.
And morale healed.
Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
I noticed it.
Okay, so at the very beginning, there was a quoted insert.
Yes.
Yeah, the Furies at home in the mirror. I'm
Yeah.
wondering if that has something to do with like the larger story, and like,
Well,
and the
let's
Hanged
do
Man is
this
just
then.
like the tutorial.
The Hanged Man is just what it literally
Yeah,
is.
but the Furies at home in the mirror is from that quoted text.
Thematic, maybe? Let's do that.
Furies. Yes, well,
It's
I
obvious
don't know.
he doesn't like it.
I have to be honest. I'm not experiencing the internal strife that it refers to. And also,
Furrows his brow.
could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal case name, you know?
Aww.
Think, what would that be? A good
The-
normal name.
The Hanged
Yeah.
Man.
Great. That's good. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case
Dog
now.
approves as well, by the way.
I'm going to start calling it the
Excellent.
Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this
Yep.
out.
Done inspecting that.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
I'm gonna browse the yellow papers now.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What type of ones?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Field
A dozen
autopsy.
pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs,
Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah.
bad. That's gonna be
'Cause
really
if he's
bad
bloated-
when we
color
get to
of
it.
the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs.
That's what you
These
call
are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute.
Mm.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
I wonder if I could misuse that in order to get money.
Right.
Yes,
Enough of those.
all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
I mean,
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
okay, inspect the toilet
It's just
paper.
toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Take it off, leave it there. Cool. Maybe it's kitchen tissue. They look exactly the same.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not though. It's toilet paper.
What should I
Take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run my fingers across the aluminum.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances.
Okay, Lieutenant, what's this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Your kill count. Yours will surely have your kill count.
That's interesting. How can I read
Any
it?
capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for
All
example-
RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Thank you.
Okay.
He turns to his neatly tapped notes.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the
Shape
back,
of
you see
ledger.
the embossed letters, RCM. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? And something small inside? Light, made of paper or cardboard? Or dried flowers, perhaps?
You can
The
hide.
plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. There's pain in there, if you want some. That much you know.
Why would I?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
I mean, I have a high
Yeah.
chance.
Nice.
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know,
Somehow I don't want to. Slide the drawer open.
Put the ledger away. No, slide the drawer open. I need information.
without resistance or sound. The two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Oh, you kill yourself. Oh
Yeah.
no. Alright, stick
2
stubs.
octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revershall East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Oh, interesting. So we
Pick
can
up
go
the
to the
card.
aquarium.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored.
I mean, I'm amazed it smells
Right.
of anything that isn't
Yeah.
piss and rot.
A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's
How do we
hand.
know?
Again.
Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you
Are
happy.
we Harry?
Throw it away, please.
It make
But it will
me
make
happy.
me happy.
A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
Let's go.
Read the card. What was
Was
this?
that? Yeah.
It was gone.
Throw the card in the wind.
Your hands shake, holding onto it. Every morning when I step out
everything's
and
going
you're
dark.
asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Oh.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on. To
Hold on.
what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
All sideways.
You fall sideways.
Did I just have like a heart attack and die?
Maybe. Thank you for joining us for today's play Disco Elysium by Za. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like and a follow and ring that notification bell so you know when a new episode drops. Also, don't forget to check out the completely free Discord server to chat about games and whatever else is on your mind. I promise we don't bite that hard. Let's keep the comments chill so no hate or spoilers, as we're not above removing those comments and the people who make them. That's all for now, folks. And we'll see you next time.